What's up, guys? Welcome back. Donatello's Workshop RC. David here. You guys want to check this thing out? I'm just going to take this for a run. Thought maybe I'd record it for posterity. I did gear this up again. So I pulled off the 25 tooth and I had a 26 and a 27 tooth pinion, that is. I think we're still on the stock 82 tooth spur, but I took the liberty to upgrade the tie arms. You see that? Look at those beautiful anodized aluminum blue tie rods. Now this right one is different because until I dismount the tranny, I can't get the mount point in where it's supposed to be, which is way in there, like that one. That position there, can't get to it until I unmount the tranny to maybe service it, re-lube the diff, what have you, whatever I got to do there. When I do that, then I will move the mounting point and put the other one on there. But this was another set that I had, so I just used one which was shorter so I could leave the mounting point there. So it's a little, you know, it's not perfect, but I dialed in the geometry again yesterday, and these are nice. It's sweet. It runs really good. I have not ran it on this gearing configuration yet, so we're about to see if it's too tall and see how it runs. Okay, so let's throw this pack in there, go out there and take a run at it, see what it does. The diff on this one is barking just a little, and when the gearing was lower, before I even put the 25 tooth on there, the diff barked even more. Now that the gearing's taller, it's not barking as bad, but you can tell it needs some love. It needs a rebuild. So this is the original tranny in this one. It's vintage. The slipper's adjusted correctly. I've triple checked that now. So I'm quite sure, based on dealing with the other one, this one, which had the same symptom but worse, it went downhill rapidly, and I rebuilt that one. I'm pretty sure that this one now is having the same issue. So I'm quite positive that's what it is. Eventually we'll get to it, and we'll rebuild that diff, and this thing will be kicking some serious ass. Well, you know, it's gonna run decently with the gearing geared up a little higher because it doesn't have the torque to really bark the diff as hard, but it will. It does bark a little bit, so whatever, right? We're gonna still have some fun with it. The tie rods are pretty. Oh, I needed them because the set that was on there, God bless his soul, this is one of the ones, this is the one, the parts truck I built, I got procured from eBay and then decided to just build it out because I liked it so much. I'm referencing an earlier video, much earlier. It had a bunch of mismatched tie rods on it already, and then one of them was like super bent, and so I mismatched it even further with something out of my parts drawer to complete the theme. So yeah, a lot of mismatching going on. No big deal. Now we have like a proper setup in there. Okay, let's go outside and run this. All right, excuse the yard work. The wife and I are doing some projects. We got the garden in yesterday, which was cool. Let's true this up just a bit. This thing, the servo's set dead center. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of throw on the steering, so I turn it way down. Oh yeah, she's gonna be proper fast now. I think I'm gonna like this. Look at this. Yeah, baby. Now this is still one of my favorite cars that I have. I just love it. A little bit of cogging there. This has got the cheap Silverpan stuff in it. But oh well, it's fine. 45 amp, 3800 kV, maybe 36. I don't remember. Yeah. Proper quick now. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. Uh-oh. Car? Truck. Little tiny bit of bark. Gear's taller, so it doesn't bark as hard because obviously you need the extra torque to really bark the diff hard. So it actually does handle it just fine. Maybe even a little better. Yeah, dude, I like it. It's cooking. This is one of my favorite vehicles. As I was saying, it deserved the love that I put into it. Those tie rods, you know, and I wanted it to be a little bit better than just mismatched. I put these really special HPI wheels, these chromies on that are long discontinued, and I freaking love them. It probably deserves a new livery, a new body, painted up, nice paint job. I'd have to buy some decals, obviously. And she freaking handles good too. Uh-oh, we got a little bit of a lawnmower action going on over there, but yeah, this thing freaking handles good too. Trencher tires, HPI wheels. It really is one of my favorites. There's just something about it. It's very charming. It runs good. I love how low it is, low slung. Again, that body's my original first build body off my original RC10. The chassis, which is the rat rod now. So this is the original body, and it really is in decent shape. I didn't really bash it too hard. So we're talking about, you know, the build from 1989, okay? So it has that nostalgia to it for me. It's that original body. I did a decent job for my very first paint job, actually, and you know, at the time I was into greens, and I did a green and metallic purple combo. I did not back it, so it could have been better, but it's not backed. But you know, it's not bad at all. And as you can see, this thing freaking rips. It's seriously fun. Little cogging, come on baby. Uh-oh. So the front, I have hex adapters on, and they do add play to the front end, in the hub there, in the front hubs, but so it is what it is. I've tried to shim it 100 different ways, and you just, with those hex adapters, you cannot get rid of the play. So, kind of is what it is. But for street bashing, it's fine. It's not like I'm racing this and I need it all precision. If I did, I would have used the other wheels without the hex adapters. Man, she's running good. We can feel the motor. I'm sure it's gonna be hot. This thing is sick. I love it. I got that eBay bumper on it, just in case I get, yeah, it's hot. She's hot already. To be expected. See, did you hear that? Diff bark right there. No, it's okay. So maybe swap around some electronics. Maybe it's time to put a real combo in this thing, you know? 60 amps, 90 amps, and 3600 kV. she would probably be run nice and cool and not really have to strain and stress at all if I did that. Maybe the motor is 4200 kV. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but seems like it probably is because it winds up, it's fast. It was fast stock and it's always kind of gotten hot, so it probably is like in the 42 to 4300 range currently. So I could lower the kV with it geared up and putting 60 amps on it. I bet you it'd really, I could gear it safely, it wouldn't get hot, and it would scream even better. I'd put a rocket on there for sure. I love those rocket motors. My dog's having fun sniffing around. Dude, this thing handles better than some of my cars. I'm serious. This thing is just, it's precise. It's really not bad, even with the play in the front end. It's freaking fun. So this is gonna be just a short video. The steering, it's pretty straight. Yeah, this thing's freaking dialed. I mean, obviously there's some improvements. The electronics are cheap. I could, as I said, work on that aspect, but she likes the gearing. As soon as I go putting more power down to it though, I'm gonna definitely need to rebuild the tranny. Get that diff fixed and re-lube the diff, re-grease the tranny, check the bearings, see if it needs anything. I have an extra bearing set I'm sitting on right now that I didn't use, and yeah, including the tranny bearings. So, you know, when shit gets old, it's vintage, you never know what you're gonna need or what kind of issues you're gonna have till you get it, open it up and see what you got going on in there. You know, I rebuilt that other Stealth, and so I kind of know what I'm doing now again, refreshed my memory. And it wasn't bad, actually. It was not bad at all. It wasn't bad. Did the diff hack, re-greased. So I used the black grease on the rod, okay? The little diff balls on the rod. Except I used the updated version with the rings that are already have those little balls in them. If you guys know what I'm talking about. And so I didn't have to do, but that's the other one. I keep getting confused. Yeah, okay, so I used black grease on the rod with the 3 little balls. Then I used the Stealth white grease in the inside the diff gear for the outdrives. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. I'm having fun. I don't want to go in yet. There's so much throw on the steering of this. I could turn it down even more, and it is already turned way down. Turn down more. Just don't need the steering right here. Look at that. This thing's fun, dude. Yeah, it's running really good. It likes this gearing setup. It's just high enough. I'll bet you it's hotter than hell, motor, but those tires, these tires are super versatile. Trenchers, man. What I was gonna say also, as far as the stance of it, is referencing an earlier video again, I did the shock limiters, so fuel tubing inside when I rebuilt the shocks. And yeah, I rebuilt the shocks with 40 weight. and so it keeps them sucked down low. I thought it was a good move, and I still think it's a good move for this guy because of the street bashing that I'm doing. You know, I say bashing, but really I'm just street driving, street cruising, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. I do find some jumps here and there, but man, a lot of the parts were brittle. First few runs, there was stuff was breaking. Upright, bolt, arm mount, yeah, the arm mount. See if my son's over there. He works at the golf course. He's not with that group, so. All right. So there you go. The shock limiters were a good move. I like the way it looks and stance. So the handling too is like, the geometry is like dead on. I took out some camber. Looks like that right front is still too far in. I was going for like -0.7 right in there, -0.5. Just eyeballing it, you know, and then -0.7 in the rear too, you know. It's close. It's not bad at all. Come on, baby. It's not bad. It could be a little bit better, but I think that's why it's handling so good, is that geometry. It just likes it. So, and I worked on it because I had to put all those new tie rods in. So of course I had to dial that in as best I could, and I worked with it a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. One of my favorite rigs right here. Right here. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll check you guys. I'm gonna do an update on the dirt cross here soon. I got paint coming today. I'm almost done with it. And I'm gonna do a run video on the dirt cross. Okay, check you guys later.